Aha! Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Sparks Plays Minecraft. We are on the ALP server today, and today I'm going to do some minecarty stuff. I feel like doing some minecarty stuff, so I don't think I've properly shown this yet on camera. This is the east line, or the east rail, which I've been slowly decorating, very slowly. It's a very, very long rail. It goes to the Nether Fortress and the Pigman Farm first, then the Podzol Forest, the Mesa, and then finally the jungle. The jungle is so far away. So, I'm not going to be decorating the track today, but what I want to do is a sort of minecart station, like a midway station, which I'm going to put over by the Nether Fortress / Pigman Farm. I've been sort of working on this a little bit, and I've got kind of a cool layout I want to try for it. It's completely like flush with the floor, apart from the bit where you get off, which is kind of slightly indented. So the first thing I need to check when I do this is when I get off, what side of the rail do I end up on? Because I think it's directional based. I'm not sure. So the fortress is just at the end of all this decoration here. So I'm going to hop off. I think I end up on the left of the track. I end up on the track. Okay. Come back. Come back. Okay. I think I ended up on the left there. Let's put that cart down a second. If I get out. Yeah, on the left. Okay. So what we want basically here is a system where you're driving along this cart, and if you're going to the mesa or the jungle, you may very well want to just AFK there, because it's probably about 5 minutes to the mesa on a minecart. Maybe less than that. I think it's maybe 5 minutes with a speed potion. I'm not sure. It's a while, so you may want to AFK. So what I kind of want to do for a station is the minecart stops for a while, and then if you don't get out, it keeps going, kind of thing. Or if you get out, it turns the minecart off to a halting position. So that's kind of what I want to set up here. So I've been working on this sort of off camera quite a bit. This is the track to the things. So this is kind of the center of the station. So I'm probably going to push this decorative stuff back a little bit. I'm going to need to make another chest and a crafting table as well. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, right. So I'm a little more situated now. We've got, I've pulled this back a little bit. Here's our entrance. This is going to be, the center is right here. So that's 9 blocks that way, 9 blocks that way, and I've sort of marked where the tunnel would start again. I think this is a good size for a station. Especially because we have to add some stuff on the ground here. There's some breaks and stuff like that. Let me just quickly show you something. So if the way that we're going to stop the minecart is we're going to have it drop into the ground like so, and the track, these will be powered rails. 1 second, let me get some of them. So the powered rail sits here, right? And it's unpowered. So what happens is when this minecart comes along this track, it will come to a halt on the slope, and when we get out, we end up on this spot here. So what this allows us to do is if we power this track, it will continue off in that direction. Whereas if we come at it from this direction, we will stop on this side and still get off on this side, and then it will, if it's powered, continue off in that direction. So this way we can sort of have it stop here. People can get off if they want, and then if they don't and they're AFK, it will eventually just send the minecart track back on its way. This is all going to be hidden under the floor. This is the only dent in the whole thing. The rest will be hidden, but we've got a lot of tracks to lay down here as well. So let's do that. Before I do that, something I should mention is there's a bit of a catch. These... Ooh, magma cube. I'm hungry. There's a bit of a catch. I need to go over here anyway, I guess. If a minecart is travelling at top speed, which it can do on this track, it will eventually reach a point where one powered rail is not enough to slow it down to a stop. And this is bad because it stops. By which I mean... Give me 1 second to clear away these. Yummy. It means that if we are on our minecart and we're heading towards the station, I don't know if we can reach full speed from here, but we end up on the wrong slope. We stop on the opposite slope. This may in fact be top speed. Let's see. No, not quite. So, but what can happen is the minecart ends up stopping there, and then when the minecart is powered again, it'll just go off in the direction you've come from. So we definitely don't want that. So what I've got set up or in mind is a brake. So we're going to have a detector rail here. We're going to have a powered rail here that is normally off. I need to make some detector rails. And then another detector rail there. 1 second. I had to look up how to make these. It's a half slab. Sorry, a stone pressure plate. And then I think I need some iron and sticks. So, like this. Oh, there's no stick. I think it's redstone. I do not work with rails very often, if you couldn't tell. So I think it's redstone. Pressure plate. Shut up, Skype. Iron. There we go, detector rails. Perfect. So these are going to go here. And what we're going to do is, these detector rails are going to be in charge of this powered rail. So if we are coming from this direction, this detector rail will instantly power this so that we can just keep going. But if we're coming from this direction, this powered rail is going to power this. Sorry, this detector rail is going to power this after a short delay. So we're going to be slightly stuck on it, and it'll basically act as a brake, but it won't stop us. So I'll just sort of lay down the redstone for that, which is going to go down here on this side. And then I will be back. I was hoping I could approach the station at top speed, but I had to go back and get some brick. I realised I didn't have enough for the redstone. I tend to do permanent redstone on stone brick, which is a habit I picked up from Etho, but I kind of have to do it now. It just feels better. Right, so we're approaching this at full speed now, I think. So we should see, yeah, we've ended up slightly tilted this way. So if we powered this rail, we would end up going back the way we came, which isn't really very good. I do also appear to get out of the cart in there sometimes, which isn't great, but ah well. Okay, so this isn't too bad right now, but it gets more complicated. So this is just our braking system. So if the minecart comes along from this direction, you'll notice this is currently unpowered. There will be a 4-tick delay, and then plus 1 more ticks. Sorry, 3-tick delay. I just broke that repeater when I tried to click it. 1, 2, 3. So 5 ticks of delay, and then this powered rail will turn on. So what this does is, when we go over it with our minecart, and this is going to be more noticeable because we're traveling slower if I start from here, we will be slowed down by the powered rail turning on slightly late. So this way we come up very nicely on the edge here. If I just put this down again a second, you can see there'll be a short delay before the powered track turns on. There you go. On the other side, we've got a powered detector rail that's just hooked straight up to the torch. So there's only a 2-tick delay, which is enough to not really slow us down. So more or less as soon as we come across from this direction, it will turn on. So that way, if we're leaving the station, it doesn't really slow us down. It just turns on right away. So that's cool. That needs to be put on the other side as well. We'll need a brake coming from that direction. And what we need now, though, which makes things a bit more complicated, is this detector rail is also going to be in charge of the delay for turning these on. So when we go over one of these detector rails, we're going to start a timer, which basically allows people to get off the minecart if they're leaving the station. And then after a while, it'll turn these on. So we basically just add a bit of a delay here, which means kind of rewiring some of this, because we want this to travel over here as fast as possible, but we also want it to travel from here to here as slowly as possible. So yeah. Okay, so I actually improved this from my last design, I think. I've kind of redone it. So this detector rail, Oh dear. This detector rail now, as well as powering our brake system to stop the cart getting stuck, it now sends a signal off this way and then down along this repeater chain, and then after a short while it will power these rail tracks. So if we get our rail and we ride along here, I think we've got to like, get a little bit of speed. Oh no, come back. Okay, so we should stop and then go. Yay! Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. So we may want to increase that delay. That's currently... it's a couple of seconds. It's the sort of amount of time that it would take to get off. We might want to place some note blocks or something as well to let people know they've arrived at the station. Maybe I should do that. Sort of a little boom noise. And then basically this needs to be mirrored on the other side. It's kind of hard to mirror this because there's no direct center. Like you can see the time is kind of offset slightly because there's this whole too wide stop point here. So I'm going to replicate this brake over on the other side. So we've got detector rail, powered rail, detector rail. I think I've still got some of both those things on me, so that goes there, and then yeah, I think this is going to work well, and we can potentially do this at all of the stops on this line. And this is sort of, I think it'll work pretty well. And I think I like the fact that there's sort of lots of technical looking stuff on the floor, all these detector rails and things, but it's like still all hidden underground kind of thing, which is kind of a nice touch. I have to move these. I had to move the other powered rail I had as well, just because it was in the way. So what I've been doing is I've been putting redstone blocks under there instead of torches, so that they don't power things they shouldn't. So we're going to speed them up, and then we're going to break them. I guess just so that if they're going really slowly, they have enough speed to get over the powered rail. They don't. Okay, I think you do need a little bit of speed. So it's fine as long as you're not getting off. Yeah, I think you need to have been travelling for a little bit. We can probably make it from over here. No. Okay. I may... Oh, I'm an idiot. There's no... There's no circuitry over here yet, is there? It's never going to turn on. It's just not. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of stupid. So, this is taking quite a bit of redstone, actually. But that's all good. It's fine. It's going to a good cause, and it's a kind of a useful thing, I think. I tend to AFK to the mesa every now and again, and while I wouldn't want to stop that just stops me, and then I have to press something to continue. So I think this is the way to go. Detector rail is there, so we put our brick along here. It's pretty good. How are you guys doing? I'm okay. I'm recording this today, and then this evening I'm going over to Crazy Man's house to record some more Ni no Kuni. That is a fun series. It's kind of stupid. It's stupid fun because hang on, this is the side that needs the brake, so I want to repeat here. It's not meant to be a funny... Well, I suppose it's meant to be a slightly funny game. There's some humour in it, but it's just Crazy Man and I find some of the random plot things and things that happen pretty funny. We've started making up things the characters are saying instead of what they're actually saying. It's a really good game, though. I have been wanting to play it for quite a while, and when Crazy Man got a PS... whatever it is, a PS4, I was very excited that he got that game, so that's definitely one to watch, guys, if you're interested and you're not watching it yet, because I think that is, I'm willing to say that is the best, what am I doing? Oh yeah, it's probably the best joint footage we've ever recorded together. I just think it came out really well. We've got some pretty good banter going with the series, so yeah, you go check it out. Boop. And this will hopefully now join up via a little bit of extra dust with our timer. There we go. So they're sharing repeaters. Sharing is caring, and I can't get back up. Very good. Let's get up here. So this should delay us this way now. Let's have a bit of powered rail between us. So we should go slow, but continue, and then stop, and then go. Oh yeah, fantastic. So that's pretty good. That's all I've worked out so far. And I realised I was kind of leaning forward. My mic's in a bit of a weird position. I just finished recording Stick It with Crazy Man. Hang on. You may not have been able to hear me too well just then. I've adjusted my mic now. What I kind of want to do, though, is if people get off, if they get off this station, I would like to have... let's use sandstone, since that seems to be the theme. Or maybe... Yeah, let's use nether brick, I guess. That tends to be the floor here. And we make some pressure plates. I think we only need 2. I think we'd be good with 2. So 1 here and 1 here. I think that's where we get off. Let's just... Hang on 1 second. Okay, so we're going at a good speed and we get off here. That's good. Okay, so that's actually quite handy because it's weird. When I was testing this, I always got off here or here. So, like in a creative world. So, these pressure plates were powering these rail. And as you can see, by the way, all of this can be like just regular floor, and all that redstone will be hidden. It'll just be a flush line. So that's cool. We can have pressure plates here that detect somebody's gotten out of the cart. Now we need to try and redirect them if they get out. And this is the bit I'm not really sure how I should do, because that's why, by the way, all of the redstone for those for the brakes and the timer are on this side, so that the other side is free to deal with these pressure plates. See, we want the cart to stop so you don't have to chase after it, so it should probably turn in as early as possible. What happens if we break that, put a rail here and here, and then put the powered rail back? We're getting tricky now. See, this would normally, if we're coming from this direction, we're all good. If we go from this direction, we would... oh, damn. We would be turned. Okay, so normally, coming from this direction, we would... Yeah, I don't think I can put that exactly there because there's a detector rail in the way. So I will have to do that further away. So maybe here, I guess, right at the very edge of the station. It's a bit of a way to walk then to get your minecart. Maybe we can put it in a hopper and spit it out next to you or something. So I'm thinking we can go and put a block there, and then da-da, and then da. And then if we power that, I need a lever. So I think we need a detector rail here. So when we're coming from this direction, this is unpowered, by the way, if that wasn't clear. So this is in its natural state. So with our minecart, we would, from this direction, just... What? What? I have never seen a track do that before. I'm guessing it's this detector rail. How very strange. Why would you change direction? Okay, well, I guess I'll move it over then. And put a regular track there. And then we'll have to power that from a distance. So we would go down here. Raps is signed in. I think he's going to check something in his test well quickly, though. So I've just done another one of these inverter things because they sit under the floor, like this one here. So, will that run fast enough? Have I? I think it will. I think it's fast enough. So, what? Did you find the criminal who took your sandstone? No. Oh, I haven't told you about that yet. There's sandstone missing at my base under the floor. I have to see. Okay, so I actually moved it over to this side because I remember that I was supposed to be doing all the triggery stuff for the minecart retrieval on the other side, so there's room. So this detector rail is now hooked up directly to this and automatically, and in the other direction, this pressure plate is now hooked up not only to this, so that it switches it, but also to these powered rail, because I realized that this is all going to be about timing. Like when the minecart reaches the track, this delay here needs to flick that at the right moment. So I'm just going to stick it on 4 ticks for now. If we just get off, and we can get off at any time and this timer runs out, then it could be any time between us stepping on that plate and the minecart reaching that. So I now power these so that the minecart leaves as soon as you get out, and that way we know exactly when it's going to reach that point there. So let's try that. I actually need to connect this plate up as well, I think. Let me put that there because we're going to get out on that side. There we go. So if I put my minecart there and get out. Yes! I think that was partially a success because I didn't get off the pressure plate. Let me try that again quickly and not stay on the plate. So get in, get off, step off. I think we're good. I think that's a good timing. And that should then return the cart if we get off. But if we don't, then we will just continue on in a straight line, I believe. Let me quickly trial that. Yep, perfect. This is pretty cool. I like this. Those do not make any noise when you pick them up. I keep thinking I've missed them. Alright. So that's kind of cool. Not really sure what to do with the track, with the minecart once it's been diverted, but I think that's good. I will replicate that on the other side, I guess. Alright, here we come. We're approaching at full speed. And we randomly turn. Good job. Good job, minecart. What went wrong? Ah, I completely forgot. On this side, the track's kind of reversed because we're coming from the other direction. So we actually need to invert this. I guess we just get rid of that torch, right? And just put some dust there. And then we're all good, right? Yeah? It's all good? Probably. Yep. Looks pretty good. And turn. Oh yeah. Alright guys, I think I'm done. Let's see if it works. Get out of the minecart. And minecart. Yeah. Not bad, eh? So it's basically the cactus breaks the minecart. We can't be crushed by the cactus. Then the hoppers put it over here, and there's a little clock behind here. Well, it's not a clock, it's just a single pulse thing. As long as it only gets one item at a time, it's fine. This minecart station is definitely not designed for more than one person at once. So that's perhaps a slight downside, a slight flaw with it. But it's definitely pretty good for just traveling by yourself, or even if there's just a bit of a delay between you and the next person. And it's all pretty flush, with the exception of those hoppers, which I could lower if I wanted to, or hide better. I think I'm happy with it for now. This place definitely needs a bit of decorating as well, prettifying, and yeah, I think I'm pretty okay with that. We'll want full blocks there so we can not see down there. Okay. So I think this whole like station needs decorating. I'm not the best at that. I will see whether somebody wants to collaborate with me on it or do it themselves. That would be ideal. And we'll sort of take it from there. I'll do the floor though, just so it's vaguely finished looking and not horrible and messy and redstone-y. Just pull this across. Yeah, so I think that'll do it for this episode. it was quite a complex rail system, and I'm out of slabs, so never mind about finishing. I've just realised I have a cactus with a chest under it. Firstly, ouch, and secondly, if we try and get the stuff out of that chest and break the chest, it's going to destroy it on the cactus. I have to remove that. I have to move that chest at some point. To move this chest as well. There's loads of junk here that needs moving, but pretty cool, right? A nice little substation, and if you are AFKing, you can just keep going. Let's just double check that. If I'm just AFK and I don't want to stop, I can just happily sit, and those pigmen are probably angry at me because I anchored one earlier. No, they're good. That's fine then. So yeah, I think that is not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm quite happy with that, actually. Alright, yep, I'm going to go now, so I will see you next time. Bye!